First, we will take out the front bumper. We will start off from the underneath side using a Torx 25 bit to take out the first screw, which is right there. Here I'm using a bit with an extension and a small wrench. After taking out the first screw, right besides there are a bunch of screws that also needs to be taken out. After taking out the second screw, I'm using a gun here because this makes the process much faster. All the middle screws are taken out. Now we will take out the screw from the other side. Notice this screw is missing in my case, maybe due to an accident, but in your case, make sure you take this screw out as well. So you have to take out this plastic cover once all the screws are out. The way we take it out is we have to grab it from right here and then just pull it outwards just like that. Now we will just grab it from the middle and pull it outwards until it completely comes out. Also pull it out from the other edge. And there we ended up taking out the bottom plastic cover. Notice underneath there are a bunch of other screws that are also Torx 25-bit screws. That also needs to be taken out, and if my math is correct, I think there are 4 screws right there that you have to unscrew. In my case, I have an accident. That's the reason why the bumper is falling apart. In your case, you shouldn't be dealing with this situation. Now we will jump onto the corners. We will be turning the tire to make the process simple. And there you notice from the edge, there are 2 Torx 25-bit screws that also needs to be taken out. Now we will take out wheel arch molding, and I will be using these 2 tools to take this wheel arch molding. I notice in my case this is already glued for some reason. Like if you see here right there, someone has already glued this wheel arch molding and the tabs are already broken. Even in the bottom side, I just pull it out and it just loses its grip. So I will not be able to show you guys how to take it out. We'll move on for now and we'll try to show from the other side. Once you pull out this wheel arch molding, notice there is 1 screw behind that also needs to be taken out. This is also a Torx 25-bit screw. We will slightly pull the bumper from the edge and we'll try pulling the bumper up until the headlight point. With that, we are done from this side. Now we will jump onto the other side. Again, we'll take out 2 screws. I took out the bottom screw, but the top screw is missing, so make sure you take it out in your case. Unfortunately, this side's molding is also broken due to an accident, but I can tell you there is 1 clip right there that needs to be pulled out. So what I will do to show you guys, I'll take it out from the other side. It's the exact same process you can apply to take it out the front portion. To do it properly, we will be using this metal piece right there and we'll be punching in right on the edge. And then I will punch in the metal clip remover tool. With this, we'll try to pull out the clip of the molding. In this way, we will not damage the paint of the car. There it is. There we took out the clip without damaging the body itself. Now once you take it out, the worst you have to do is just replace that clip right there. So you just install a new clip like this and you should be fine. In some cases, if you're installing a new wheel arch molding, it actually comes with the new clips with that. But suppose you're installing the same wheel arch molding, then you may need new clips to install in order to put this wheel arch molding. The exact same way you will take out the other clip which is right there. Hope I was able to explain it to you guys properly. We will pull out the bottom portion of the arch molding. And notice it only has tabs that you can just pull out and you should be fine taking out the arch molding from this side. We'll take out 1 screw behind the wheel arch molding. And then slightly pull the bumper from the edge. Both sides are taken out. Now we will jump onto the top part. First, we open the driver's side door. Right where you see the steering, underneath the steering is a hood latch that needs to be pulled out. Once the latch is pulled, you would notice the hood losing its grip. Right where the logo is, on top of the logo, there is a lever that needs to be lifted upwards. This is that lever that I was talking about. Push this lever upwards and then lift up the hood. Now we gently take the support bar and then place it in that hole right there. Once the hood is opened, from the top side, we will take out this screw that is also a Torx 25-bit screw. Then we will take out 1 more screw which is on top of the logo. And then take out the 3rd screw on the other end. Pretty much all the screws are taken out. Now we will slightly pull out the front bumper. Once the front bumper is pulled down, notice it has a small light on the right side. To take out that light, just pull the plug outwards and you should be fine. At the bottom of the light, there is a plug for the fog light that needs to be taken out. Just press and hold the tab of the plug and then pull the plug outwards to take it out. Similar needs to be done on the other side. Pull out the small light, then take out the plug for the fog light. And with that, we are done taking out the front bumper completely. Once the front bumper is taken out, this is how the fog light looks from behind. We have to take out the fog light cover first by pulling out all these tabs, and then we will get to the fog light. So here I'm using a clip remover tool, but you can also use a flathead screwdriver if you want. So what I'll be doing here is pushing this tab against it, and just like that I'll be taking it out, and then I will push the tab downwards. There it is, we got one knocked out. Then we will do the same for the other tabs. Two things we are doing here. We are pushing the tab of the bumper downwards, and then we are pushing the tab of the fog light cover outwards. And this one is also separated. We'll be doing the same for the other tabs. Some of these tabs you would notice they're already separated. All you have to do is just push the tabs of the fog light cover outwards. This one seems inside, but since this tab is upside, so what we have to do is push the tab of the bumper upwards and then push the tab of the fog light cover outwards. This seems to be the final tab right there. And once that tab is pushed out, there you notice the fog light cover is losing its grip. And there we ended up taking out the fog light cover. Now to take out the fog light, we have to go at the front. There is that fog light cover from the front right there, and there is that one Torx 25 bit screw that also needs to be taken out. There I'm using a Torx 25 bit along with an extension and with a small wrench, but you can also use a Torx 25 bit screwdriver. There's that screw taken out. Now to pull out the fog light, we will slide out the fog light to take it out. And there we ended up taking out the fog light for this car. Now it has a bulb behind, so you may need this bulb for the new fog light in case if you are replacing. All you have to do is turn this bulb anti-clockwise to take it out. Once you have turned this anti-clockwise, you may have to wiggle it a little bit until it comes out completely. And there is the bulb taken out. Now before installing it to another fog light, do not touch the glass portion of the bulb itself. Now we will put it back to where we took it out from. Make sure to match the teeth of the plug along with the position of the fog light itself. We punch in the bulb back, and once the bulb is completely in, only then we turn this bulb clockwise to install it firm and strong. If this video helps you in any way, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Here are the list of tools used for this takeout.